Hi Reynas, it's me Reyna back at it again with another video. Today we're going to talk about Miss Universe and some of the weird things that have been going on with it. My name is Reyna. I'm a new and upcoming pageant analyst. If you guys want to join the Reyna family, go ahead and subscribe down below. I would really greatly appreciate it, you guys. And yeah, let's get into the video. So first and foremost, let me just say something. Guys, this is a nose ring. It's not a booger, okay? It's a piece of metal. You guys see that? I have a nose ring and I have like several other piercings, okay? So sometimes the metal of my nose ring, it just pops out of my nose. See how it's gone now? So it's the nose ring. I don't have a booger, it's just a nose ring. And it's nothing that I can do about it except for change the ring, but I don't have the money for that right now. So I'm gonna keep it the way it is. But let's get into the real tea. What in the world is going on with Miss Universe this year in this edition? I mean, like, geez, I know we all had some concerns when Anne took over Miss Universe. Okay, a lot of us were worried about the franchise and the future of it and what is going to happen to it. I mean, there were some qualms. Listen, IMG was not perfect. They could have done better marketing for their girls. It was a lot of times that once a girl would win, we would see that the attention in the media was kind of dying down. I will say Anne did a really good job with Shanice Palacio. Like Shanice Palacio, I feel like she was marketed really well. It was not hard for me to find out what she was doing. She traveled across the world. It really looked like a Miss Universe when we saw Shanice Palacio. So I will give Anne her props for that. I don't know if she is just trying to be Nawat from Miss Grand or what, but what the heck was that live? Can we talk about it? I'm gonna go ahead and put the live up on my screen really quickly so you guys can watch it, okay?
Thì Philippines trong miền nước. Philippines? Thailand? The most I don't see.
Philippines?
Yes.
Philippines? Yes, I like
Okay. Fantastic. How about Lebanon?
Lebanon.
Yes.
No me gusta la foto.
You enjoy yourself every day by updating yourself.
It's okay, my dear.
Yeah, so what the heck was that about, you guys? I'm honestly really confused. I think that is so demeaning to all the girls. I felt so bad for the girls like Lebanon and the Philippines who or Osmel or whatever the heck his name is. Guys, I didn't start watching pageantry or Miss Universe till 2018. So was his name Osmel? Apparently he was the former director of Miss Universe Venezuela and he might be the current director of Miss Universe Colombia. If that's true, first and foremost, making review videos like this is very unprofessional and it's a conflict of interest. Secondly, I watched Danny Walker's video. If you guys haven't watched it, I'll link it down in the description box below. But Danny Walker described how Osmel is colorist, how he has made comments about Black women, African-American women and otherwise. Or rather Black women who live in Venezuela. And she describes more of it in her video. But he is just so problematic. Okay, he's so problematic. And I knew Anne was a little problematic, but this is honestly just ridiculous. First and foremost, for you guys to go there as the owner, the CEO, and this random old man on the screen and to start berating and belittling these women who have worked tremendously hard to represent their countries at the upcoming edition of Miss Universe is just super neglectful. It is super embarrassing to the Miss Universe franchise and it's very unprofessional. As a CEO and as someone who has $1 million+ in their bank account, supposedly and allegedly, you should behave a lot better than this. You have the money to get media training and you have the money to have a PR team. So please utilize that money in getting media training and a PR team because this was just quite embarrassing. I do not take lightly when the girls are being talked about negatively. I think it is completely okay to give constructive criticism because this is a beauty pageant. They are being judged. And we as fans, you know, like we're going to talk about it. It's like your favorite sports team. When you guys have a sports team, you guys have critiques and comments. It's not what you say, you guys, right? I'm a pageant analyst. I'm going to have a few critiques and about the girls. But when I do, I always make sure, or I try my best to be constructive and not destructive. Those are very different things. There's a fine line between having constructive criticism of a contestant and destructive criticism of a contestant. And Anne and Osmel crossed that line. And I am quite sorry for the girls who had to endure that. I heard that Miss Lebanon from Danny Walker's video had actually redacted her participation, and she refused to participate until she was pretty much issued a formal apology by the Miss Universe organization, or at least promised one. And I completely agree with Miss Lebanon and Miss Universe Lebanon's team for backing her up. Kudos to them, because that is honestly something they should not have to deal with. Did you guys see Anne go, Philippines? And then Osmel goes, like, oh my God. Like, if I was Chelsea Manalo and I saw that video, I would literally be like, what the heck? And I think what ended up happening is that a lot of people, fans of their respective countries, kind of made a lot of noise and were like not pleased with that live at all. So they spoke up, and it forced them to re-record a video. And I think when Anne asked Osmel, like, oh, what do you think of the Philippines? He was like, oh yeah, she's okay, or yeah, she's good. Yeah, that's what I thought, old man. That's what I thought. You better redact that statement and you better take it back, because the thing is, what you said about, it's not what you say about people, it's how you say it. I have a degree in communications. You can communicate something 1,000 different ways. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Let's talk about Miss India, for example, right? I'm gonna talk about her because I'm Indian, and so I don't want to put anyone else's country in the mix. So Rhea Singha, I'm not talking about you for real, I'm just using you as an example. Rhea Singha is the current contestant at Miss Universe 2024. And I made a video about her recently where I critiqued Miss Universe India in general with their evening gown choices and their styling. And I said that for Rhea Singha to advance, they're going to have to make sure that their evening gown styling and their evening gown choice is good, because although performance is mostly what matters the most, a good evening gown just assists in pushing the girl forward, right? Or so we thought, because we all saw what happened, unfortunately, to Michelle D. So I don't know what's going on with Miss Universe. I'm starting to question its credibility, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Let's stick on the topic, right? Let's say I feel like Miss India needs to have a better evening gown, right? Imagine if I went on to my YouTube channel. Imagine if I went on to this camera right now and I was like, her evening gown sucks. It looks horrible. It's so ugly. That would be very rude, and it would be very disrespectful. It would not be very mindful, right? Instead, what you can say is, you know, she's a very beautiful girl. I think that she performed very well in evening gown. I was not the biggest fan of her evening gown. I really would like to see her in this type of styling moving forward. But whatever at this point is the past. I'm very proud of her nonetheless. And hopefully moving forward, the team can get her a better set of evening gowns. Do you see how better that sounds? You know what I'm saying? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You can't go around, I mean, you can be like Osmel and be like, no. But it doesn't look good, especially when you hold the reputation of being the CEO, especially when you are a national director of a competition. It looks horrible. It makes the competition's credibility go really, really low, and it doesn't look good. And I don't know, people are like, well, doesn't Nawat do the same? He does. Nawat from Miss Grand does do the same. However, I don't know how to explain it, but this has been Nawat forever. It's nothing new. So we don't expect anything else from Nawat. Miss Universe, this is not the reputation that they carry. This is not the reputation that they have ever had. They've never known to be a cooking show. They've never been known to have low credibility. They are typically the standard. But after we saw the production value of Miss Grand International, and I'll be honest, Nawat did all of that live stream stuff, and he does say things that are very questionable and insulting, but I think we all were happy with the results at Miss Grand International this year. Other than Miss Grand Curaçao, I think all the placements were pretty much fine. I was fine with all the placements, and that backs up Miss Grand International's credibility. Miss Cosmos on the rise now. They have a little bit of work they need to do. It's their first year, so they'll improve. But my whole point is, like, Miss Universe, you will quickly get overtaken with the likes of these new pageants that are starting to rise up and kind of catch up to you guys. I mean, all the way from the production of the gala. Let's move on to that. So the gala. The gala itself was ridiculous. There was no way that gala had to be real. For those of you guys who are confused about what I'm talking about, yesterday they had a gala for Dia de los Muertos, which is a Mexican celebration, or I think it's celebrated across Latino America and the Philippines as well, if I'm not incorrect. But it's Day of the Dead. It's a day to honor your dead loved ones, the deceased loved ones. And they do it, at least in Mexico, they commemorate this celebration with a very beautiful gowns and very beautiful attire for the men as well, and just beautiful face painting. It's really, really actually gorgeous, and I'll put some pictures up here. And so Miss Universe being in Mexico City and the participants being there during Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead celebration, they put on a gala to showcase Mexican culture and the attire and the traditional face paintings. And I was really excited because I've been to Mexico twice. I've actually been to Mexico City, and I was in Mexico last month, September actually. And I love Mexican culture. It's very colorful. They have Dia de los Muertos is a renowned celebration in Mexico and across the world. It's a beautiful, beautiful celebration of the deceased loved ones. And what they did, that production value of their competition was ridiculous. And it was honestly embarrassing. I didn't feel like I was watching a Miss Universe event. I did not. And when we compare it to the competitions like Miss Grand International, the preliminary activities for Miss Grand International were really, really good. Their preliminary swimsuit activity, their press presentation, their HQ opening event with all the dresses, everything leading up to Miss Grand International, all the way up to the finale, which was beautifully produced, was really, really good. It was great production value. It was great audio, great camera, great lighting. It was really good. It was exciting. I was excited every time Miss Grand International had an event. And you have to understand these competitions, the preliminary activities are only 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks to get buzz and get audience attention so that way they're excited for the competition. And Miss Universe, if this is what you're going to produce for the rest of these preliminary activities for the next 2 weeks or so, leading up to the competition, then I don't even know. It's honestly just embarrassing. I was very disappointed. And we didn't even get to see half the girls. They were wearing these beautiful outfits. Unfortunately, we were unable to see half of them because it was just a mess. The camera quality was horrible. The audio was very unpleasant to listen to as well. And half the girls were wearing very beautiful Mexican traditional attire, and the other half were given not the best outfits. And I feel like it was very unfair. Every girl should have a equally beautiful and big and adorned outfit. It just should, right? I couldn't even see how the contestants. Miss India did not look great. I was very upset. She looked great. Like, she herself was beautiful. But what they gave her was not good. From what I understand, Miss Universe themselves provided the girls with the outfits. So we can't really critique the girls because it wasn't their choice. The styling was not their choice. It was the Miss Universe organization that styled them. So I blame Miss Universe right now. Chelsea Manalo, Miss Universe Philippines, looked absolutely incrediable. I don't know if you guys saw her. She looked beautiful, but we couldn't even see it. I don't know about you guys. I could not find half of the girls, the competitors, the contestants. I couldn't find half of them during the broadcasting of that gala. I was like, who is who? And they weren't even in alphabetical order, so I couldn't even be like, let me find out. The only reason why I really saw Miss India and Miss Universe Philippines and a few of the other girls was because I saw them on Instagram. I couldn't even see Miss Brazil. Miss Brazil looked beautiful in her gown that they put her in. I'll put a picture here. I couldn't even see her. Where was she at? And then if you guys saw, they were kind of showing on the broadcast for this gala, the behind the scenes. Oh my God, poor Miss Mexico. They had her wear this, it was really beautiful, this like really big like headpiece that was adorned in flowers. And the poor girl had to stand there with that on her head for such a long time before they started the competition. And I was just thinking in my head, I cannot imagine how she's gonna wake up tomorrow with such a sore neck. I know that it's part of the outfit, but you guys could have put that on her before she went on stage. Why did you guys put that on her and force her to stand there with it? It's honestly just sad and disappointing. And the whole gala was just a mess. I mean, everything was a mess. So, and then did you guys notice that the producer and the production and like the director, whoever she was, half the time she was in the camera frame. They didn't even have an actual stage. They were just walking up on this random like makeshift runway that they made for the girls, and there wasn't enough room. These gowns, you guys, are huge. They're very big, and some of the headpieces are very big. Half the girls were almost nearly going to knock the girl next to them out, and I felt so bad. I was like, oh my God, this is a safety hazard at this point. These poor girls, you know, they worked so hard to come here, and you guys are about to knock them out. And of all the places, Telemundo is a very renowned broadcasting network. I was honestly shocked to see the production and the quality of that gala. And I was gonna make it like my top favorite standouts of the night, but it's just not fair to make that because the girls just didn't get a fair showcasing. So I could sit here and be like, based on Instagram, these are the best, but that's not fair to all the girls who either were not styled very well, like Miss Great Britain and Miss India got not good styling, which is so unfair to them, or who were not aired on camera or given that much time. Like their producer was like, go, you could literally hear her, guys, from the live stream yell at the girls, go, 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 go. And it was really irritating because I felt so bad for the girls because you guys put them in all this heavy makeup and these heavy gowns and you guys are shooing them away. Like, no, I'm sorry. Like, let them have at least a second on like the front of the runway for us to appreciate the outfits. I mean, it was honestly just disappointing, and it was so, I don't know. And then I guess like there's like a paywall, and you have to pay to watch this year's edition for Miss Universe. I think it was like that last year as well, perhaps. I went live for 2022, like I went in person, so I don't know what it was for 2022, but I think 2023 you got to pay, I think this year as well. And I just don't agree with that. A lot of the people who watch Miss Universe come from more humble beginnings, more humble backgrounds, and this is an event that has brought families, countries, and people together for years, and it has been free for years from my understanding. I really miss when it was broadcasted on public networks where we could just enjoy it. I know Kun Ann wants to make a profit off of Miss Universe. She's doing all this thing, like she fired Muba. I heard that they pulled out from Smile Train as well. I don't know if that's true, but if that's true, that's really super, super disappointing. And I'm really, really disappointed. Now let's talk about Miss Panama. What in the world is going on? So apparently Miss Universe Panama there's a lot of rumors, guys. From what I understand, she was essentially dropped from the competition by the Miss Universe organization themselves. They put out an official statement. I'll put it here on the side. You guys can read it. I'll keep it up there for a little bit so you guys can read. Pause it if you want to and read it. But essentially, from what I understand, they're saying that she's resigned. And of course, when these events happen, there are a lot of rumors that come along with it. So there's two big rumors that I've heard. The first one is that she was mean to Miss Dominican Republic, or they were fighting or something. And I guess like she got reported by Miss Dominican Republic apparently, and like it was a miss. The second rumor that I heard was that she snuck out of the hotel that the girls are staying in, and she snuck out at midnight to hang out with her boyfriend or something. And I guess that breaks the rules. What I'm gonna say to all of this is we don't know, okay? None of us truly know. At least when I filmed this video, we don't know. If it has been revealed what happened, it's after this video was made and filmed, so don't start yelling at me in the comments that we do know, we do. Okay guys, please understand that when I film these videos and when I upload them, they're different times. So at the time of this filming, I don't know the real reason why Miss Universe Panama was dropped from the competition. However, if it was a matter of arguing with Miss Dominican Republic, we are adults, so that is ridiculous. Like, let's just have the two girls sit down and talk it out and change the roommates if we need to, I guess. And if it's the boyfriend thing, I mean, like, yeah, maybe she should stay in her room, but like, they're adults. Like, oh my God, are you really gonna force them to stay in their room? Maybe it's to like keep secrecy or something, or privacy agreements. I don't know. I guess it's unfair to all the girls who stay in their dorms, but whatever, I don't know, guys. Let's just pray that Miss Panama is okay, that she's safe, and that she's doing well. All these girls have a dream of being Miss Universe, and that's why they're at the competition. So I really feel heartbroken whenever a girl can no longer compete. It's super, super, super sad. So yeah, you guys, I'm really, really concerned. I'm also concerned with the credibility of Miss Universe moving forward, simply because of that video with Asmel and Kun Ann. It really discredits Miss Universe, and Miss Universe for years has had such high credibility and has been such a high standard. I'm honestly disappointed. If Miss Universe wants to stay relevant, they need to do a lot better. Did you guys see the Miss Grand International fashion show they put on? Oh my God. Miss Grand International, Rachel Gupta, and first runner-up from Philippines, CJ Opiat, and honestly all the top 9 from Miss Grand International, they've been looking so good, you guys. And the fashion show, let me put up some clips from the fashion show of the girls. They look like phenomenal, you guys, like truly incredible. And Miss Grand International this year is just doing so well, and they're staying relevant even after the pageant is over. So many of you guys have messaged me that you guys cannot stop paying attention to Miss Grand International, and it's hard to stay focused on Miss Universe, and I agree. Like, I'm already ready for Miss Grand International 2025. I'm so excited. I honestly hope next year, I hope they have it after Miss Universe, because it's just been really exciting this year. And I've really loved the top 9. I'm so in love with the top 9 girls this year. Rachel Gupta, CJ Opiaza, they've been looking phenomenal. CJ is just such a beauty to watch on stage every time. I made a video about CJ Opiaza. Go watch it in my channel if you guys want to see it. But she's one of my favorite beauty queens of all times. I'm talking about, like, CJ Opiaza is up there with Catriona Gray for me. Like, I really love her. And Rachel Gupta, obviously being Punjabi, being from India, and being so beautiful, she is just the it girl of pageantry this year. Like, she is truly the it girl of pageantry. Her and CJ Opiaza, Rachel Gupta and CJ Opiaza are the it girls of pageantry this year. Like, that's all I gotta say. So Miss Universe, if you guys want to stay relevant and have credibility, please stop with the live streams. Please put on better production, or just don't put on these events at all, or keep them private events for people who are attending live, and don't broadcast them if you guys don't have better production, because it's truly, honestly, a disservice to the girls and the contestants who have worked very hard to come here, and it's a disservice to your fans who are paying to watch the finale and prelims. So if you guys are gonna give us a prelims like this, then don't. Someone made a really good point that they have so many countries this year, more than usual, but maybe they can't handle that capacity of countries. If that's the case, then I agree. I know they want to make more money, but if you guys can't treat all of the 130 something girls that you guys have this year well, then don't invite them, because yeah. You guys, this is a lot. I hate making videos like this because I feel like it's so negative, and I like to keep my channel positive, but yeah, those are my thoughts. I love you guys so much. If you guys don't mind, go ahead and like this video. Please give me a subscription, and hit the subscribe button if you guys want to join the Reyna family. If not, thank you guys so much for stopping by. It means so much for you, so much to me. At the time of this recording, we're very, very close to 1,000 subscribers. Oh my God, I am so elated and so thankful. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Like, I can't believe I'm reaching almost 1,000 Reyna family members, and we are growing our family to almost 1,000 soon, I think. And I'm gonna make a 1,000 Reyna family members, subscribers video, thanking you guys. When I reach that number, I'm just so excited. Like, thank you guys so much. It's only been about a month and a half since I started to come back to YouTube, and we've grown. At that time, I only had 54 subscribers, and we're almost at 1,000. So I don't know how we're growing so fast, but it's all thanks to you all. And I'm just so excited and so thankful. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. My Instagram is linked in the description down below. If you guys want to give me a follow, feel free to DM me. Remember that I'm in the US, so if you live outside the US, I may respond a little bit late because of the time difference, but I try to respond whenever I can. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Shukriya, tanwad, dhanyavad, maraming salamat po. Arigato gozaimasu, sheshe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!